Hi guys, welcome back to Dualcraft Labs. Today we are going to change out the cleaning cartridge on the EufyMake because we got the dreaded "your cleaning cartridge is full."
Yes, and the machine is not allowing you to proceed.
Correct. And it can't even go into maintenance mode.
No,
which means that your inks are drying in the lines potentially.
Yes.
So,
and I haven't used my machine for a couple of days. So this is actually going to be a really good test to find out how we stand because the software says unavailable. I have the cleaning cartridge error message that it needs to be replaced, and the button on the top is flashing red.
yeah, you're getting all the indicators, aren't you?
So this is going to be a good one. So we're going to go ahead and replace everything and walk you guys through it, and fingers crossed we have no clogs.
I've already done this once. I'm probably going to have to come up on another one.
This is my second cleaning cartridge.
Is it your second? So it's not that hard of a process. It's really
easy,
literally plug and play. What's going to be interesting though is she's let it sit for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Because she's a procrastinator sometimes.
Well, life happened. I got busy. And it wasn't until last night when I was trying to run a quick print for someone's birthday that I realized that my cleaning cartridge was full and I was beyond maintenance mode. So
is that the reason why I got a sticker?
Yes, you got a sticker. So we're going to change that out and we're going to let it go through maintenance mode. And I want to run that print and make sure that we are good to go and find out on your birthday card if there's an error before I start doing something for a client.
Somebody else for real. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
With that.
This is super easy, but I know these machines are intimidating, and that's why we just wanted to make a quick video and let you guys see it firsthand how easy this really is. And it's right here on the side of the machine. Pop this off. Let's go.
So if you're looking at the front of the machine, over to the right is the door, and you just stick your hand in here in the bottom, and that's just pops right off. It's a little piece of plastic that's there. The cleaning cartridge is right here in the is in here. There's a little arrow up at the top here, but you can just take and you can pull this out. Now I'm doing this one hand because I'm having to hold the my mic because I don't want to clip it to my shirt.
Would you like some help?
Gee, thanks for all the help there.
Sure.
But you notice top and bottom there's room, and you got to give it fits in there snug, so you got to give it a nice little tug to get it out of there. Don't worry, it doesn't leak or anything. It's sealed really well. What I did whenever I changed my first one is I kept that bag that the new one comes in.
I was just going to say that.
And I put the old one in there just in case it would start to leak or anything like that.
Yes, I did the same thing. And then I disposed of it back in the box.
Yes.
So super easy. This is literally plug and play. You don't have to do anything. And there are little chips here and little things for the prongs to go into. So you're literally, I hold it at the arrow.
So in here, it will actually say this side up.
Yes.
There we go. With the arrow pointing out. So you're not putting it in this way. You're not putting it in like this or like this.
Upside down.
It literally tells you.
Yep.
And then you just take and you slide it right in. Give it a good little snap in there.
And you hear the magical chime.
Magical chime there. And you can put your cover back on. Give it a little pat. Make sure it's in there. And then... Well, you're done with that.
Yes.
But
now we have to go over to the computer.
Now we have to go over to the software and clear everything in the software over there, which is really just pushing a button that says okay.
It is. And I have already switched over from unavailable to maintenance paused. So fingers crossed, I'm just going to say okay that we have replaced the cleaning cartridge and we're going to start maintenance mode. And that will take a few minutes. We'll spare you all of that.
Yep.
But we'll run a test print and see how all of this goes.
Or are you just going to run a test print?
I'm going to do maintenance mode because I haven't used the machine for a couple of days, so I would rather go through that process.
Okay.
But back to the original, replacing the cartridge, super easy. Like everything with this machine, it's pop in, pop out. I mean, from the air filters to the cartridges to the cleaning, they have made this super effortless. Like, you don't need a degree. You can be a beginner. You can do this.
Right. It's not like the $50,000 machines where you need an engineering degree, or you have to have a technician
and a
come
tool
in.
And yeah, no. Right. I mean, no. You saw this. No tools required. Like, I have to give props to that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go over to the software. Take a look at what it's showing now.
Sounds good.
And we'll take it from there.
And grab some coffee.
That sounds even better.
All right, let's go. So when I opened the software, these were the messages that I got. The cleaning cartridge is not installed. Please reinsert. So you saw we've already done that. I'm just going to say okay. And now I'm going to continue with the maintenance process, and it's going to inject ink, and it's going to do a little bit of a deeper clean because I have not used my machine. However, if you've used your machine and you got the cleaning cartridge error, you probably will not have to go through this lengthy step, but just know that it's to ensure that the machine and all of the ink and all of the lines and everything are operating at full capacity. So the first time I actually had to replace the cleaning cartridge, I was in between prints, and I literally popped it in, popped it out, and then continued on.
Yeah, it's like we've said, this is a really easy process. Now you're performing maintenance. This is going to take about 9 minutes. Trust me, we're not going to sit here and make you guys, watch this for 9 freaking minutes.
No.
And everything. But whenever it tells you to do your cleaning cartridge, do it at that time.
Yeah, don't put it off.
Yeah, don't put it off. Just again, pop in, pop out, and then you can continue on your merry way. So we'll come back after the maintenance is done, and we'll perform a print.
Okay. It took about 10 minutes, and we have fully injected.
Of course, we were scoring around, so we really don't know how long it took.
Yeah, well, there's that. So I'm back online, and we are going to run a quick test print for what I was actually going to do the other day, which is actually going to be something new because I've never printed on paper, cardstock, and everyone says that you can. So
you can. I've actually done some bags.
Oh, I haven't
some
yet.
paper bags that I had.
Oh, nice.
It turned out really nice.
All right. Well, we're going to do a quick little test print on some cardstock and see what the quality is and make sure that the lines are okay. Only because, again, just to reiterate, I have not used my machine in a couple of days. So let's get started. Yeah, we'll do this.
Yeah. That's fine. That'll bring all the colors in.
Yep. I'm going to rotate it. And I am going to use the standard big bed for the cardstock. And so what I'm going to do now is just do a quick switcheroo of the beds and a snapshot. Are you filming?
So you're using the Ultimate Jig there, and it's a silicone mat.
Correct.
You could also use the little hold downs, those little metal hold downs, and put the magnets in the holes, and instead of the piece of tape, which really doesn't stick to the silicone.
Okay, so I'll abort the tape, and I haven't used the magnets yet, so why don't we do that?
Okay, I'll bring the camera closer, and
all right,
we'll do that.
All right, I'm sold.
So these are the magnets, and by the way, they're really strong.
They are
magnets. It's hard to get them apart sometimes.
Good Lord.
And you just put them in the corners, kind of diagonal where you want your paper to go. So you're going to set, in this case, paper, and then put another one like over here.
Good
and then
Lord.
If you got fingernails, it helps a little bit too. Or if you put them all in one like giant column,
yeah,
it works a lot better too. But then it also comes with very thin metal slabs that we will then use to hold down the paper if she can ever get
this is crazy. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah. Okay. So.
You're only going to do the top two? Or are you just frustrated with the magnets?
I am. I'm done.
Yeah, so you can see she just snaps those in there.
Yeah.
And this will really
takes
hold.
It right from my hand, really.
And and it's also, if you're doing more than one, it helps because it kind of sets up a jig as well. And then you can just slide the paper in and out.
So while you were continuing to talk, I started the snapshot of
Now,
this.
see, I would do all four corners to make sure that it's being held down so that one corner doesn't come up and everything. Because you can see here, this corner is a little bit up and this corner is a little bit up.
Okay.
But it may not affect anything on the snapshot. You have a tolerance of about 2 millimeters.
Yeah, because I'm printing up here. I'm not
Yeah.
printing down here.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Let's just see.
Yeah.
Let's be rebels.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to pull these apart again. Frankly, these are great.
Yeah. Don't put them around anything that's going to be affected by a magnet.
I love that.
But it makes it really easy because they just fit in the little holes, and then you can snap those in.
It is. I have not used them, so thank you.
The fun is trying to get them out of the little holes. A lot of times they'll come out once you pick up the little silver.
Use another magnet to pull it out.
You can use another magnet to pull them out. Yeah.
Innovation that excites. All right.
So the snapshots, as you guys know, they only take about 90 seconds or so. Take a little bit longer on the big bed.
So while the snapshot is still going, I am going to look at my materials because I haven't done paper yet. So we've got all of these to choose from.
I think I used cardboard.
I'm thinking that's probably what I would do as well.
Oh, I didn't because it required. I did. Yeah. I just did unknown.
Yep.
Now I do have the flexible white ink in. I haven't used it yet because I didn't have a reason to.
Oh, okay. I haven't switched mine out yet. So, okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. So I'm just going to follow the unknown as well. And then I'm just going to change down here the ink mode. I'm only going to do CMYK because, or should I do white?
I would do white
because white, that is a gray.
It's gray, right. Yeah. If it was white, I would just do CMYK, but it's not.
So we'll just stick with the default white CMYK. And this is a test print. So for sake of that, I'm only going to do one white and one CMYK. And this is a little bit larger. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making a birthday card and customizing it. So I'm going to ultimately fold, excuse me, I'm ultimately going to, hello, why? This is
when in doubt, start over.
It's not my day today. All right.
That was my day yesterday. Every piece of electronic equipment that I touched just went to shit.
Right. Okay. So here we go. We'll say 4.5 by 3.5. And this is going to be the cover of my card.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's your card, and you're going to get it late. So there we go. All right.
It was supposed to be my birthday card from yesterday, but
I needed a cleaning cartridge. So let's print. Let's see how this works.
Okay.
Really? Like, why?
I think you can bypass it.
I am going to bypass it. Okay. So I am low on black ink. There is a small little hack that will work sometimes is take your cartridge out very carefully, turn it upside down, shake it vigorously, put it back in. Sometimes you can trick the machine and get further prints out of it. So I did that. It's telling me that it's below 10%. I'm not wasting that. This ink is valuable. So
this ink can be expensive too.
Exactly. So I'm just going to say that I understand and I want to continue. I don't want to replace the cartridge yet. So I want to get as much life out of this as I possibly can. So yeah,
it's nice that you can now bypass that.
Yeah, the old update you couldn't.
The old update you could not, and you were stuck and you had to replace it because you couldn't continue.
Still having to replace it and you're not seeing that option, do the update.
Yeah. So this is going to take about 5 minutes, 13 seconds. It's only going to use a 0.25 milliliters of ink total, so not a whole lot. 0.02 of that black or key. In CMYK.
You're worth it.
You got it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. We'll be back.
Okay. So we're back. The print is done. And this was actually a really good test to show you guys because you will see here that there's some like overage And what it actually is in the lines, it's the cleaning fluid that kind of just went through. So anytime after you replace your cleaning cartridge, don't run something of importance for somebody or for yourself, a gift or whatever. Do a test or two just to get that through the lines. But overall, for my first time printing on paper, I'm super happy with it. It's really cute. Yes, I would have done another white, but again, this is just a test image. And in lieu of not wasting all of the ink, but it feels really kind of cool, and it just upscales, personalization for your bags or a gift, or Hallmark cards have gotten expensive, so make your own. So that is ultimately the end result. But yeah, so not to worry, after another print that will go away and you're back in business.
Yeah, so what I recommend is find a test grid instead of an image. Find a test grid. There's a bunch of them out there. Um, if you have to buy it, buy it. There's some on Etsy. There's some other creators on here that sell them, but there's some free ones out there as well. That's what I do. I run my test grids, and it has different gradients of the different colors and the gloss and all of that stuff. I'll run that usually twice after it's been in maintenance mode, just to clear everything out.
Yeah.
Make sure that cleaning fluid is cleared out, and you're just running the colors on there. But yeah, I agree with you. That needed at least one or two more layers of white.
Yeah.
But again, testing
purpose.
Didn't want to waste the white ink because that's the one that we end up using the most.
It is.
And why waste it whenever we're just doing this for testing and to make sure that those lines are cleared out. With that said, thank you guys. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all the things that we normally ask you to do.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.